When I was a girl, I was born in and I like to tell you my story. I was born in a tribal area, Waziristan, Wazir Ahmed Zaid tribe. And my Baba was a government officer, and at the age of 10, 12, 13, 14, everybody would come to my father that these are tribal girls. More than metric exam is actually dangerous for them, so don't educate them more. But my Baba says, no, not at all. They will go, they will storm the yard. My daughters would go and make a good name for Waziristan. So my two sisters are MPhil, PhD. I am the third one. And the youngest one, she has just done her master's from Melbourne University and she got a distinction. So when I started politics, I was part of Insaf Student Federation. And that time, being a student and being part of Pakistan Tehreek Insaf, never thought that I would someday become a minister. But just because I couldn't breathe in the environment, I couldn't close my eyes to all of the injustice and cruelty and sit in my own cozy drawing room and just, making or cursing Pakistan, that system is very corrupt and system is rotten. So I said, I'll go practically and I'll stand out somewhere. So when I went to Dera Ghazi Khan, I got married there. I went to Dera Ghazi Khan. Even in Dera Ghazi Khan, I couldn't sit at home. I didn't know actually what to do. So someday my Baba called me and he said, I've educated you. You have a loud voice. And by the way, I have a very loud voice. So he says, you have a very loud voice. Why don't you become again part of Pakistan Tehreek Insaf and make Prime Minister Imran Khan as a Prime Minister? So when I started there, the people who were against me, they were actually feudals. A person which I defeated was a thrice federal minister, and his father was the president of the country, and he was a feudal lord too. And the other opponent of mine was another feudal lord from another feudal clan, and he was the local, and he was accepted as a Sardar, my Baap. People used to bend in front of him. And then he was the ex-chief minister, and his father was even ex-chief minister. So when I stood there, and I said that when Prime Minister Imran Khan gave me ticket to contest the election, somebody talked about my complexion, somebody talked about my height, somebody talked about me as being a woman, somebody talked about me as, even though some of the person said that she has been awarded a ticket, she just looked like somehow Jemima, and she's a cousin of Jemima, and she's actually a Jew. She's a Jew. So one of my worker came and says, don't mind ma'am, because somewhere Pathans were cousins of the Jews, so don't mind it. So when I stood there, they for the first time gave me this mic. And I was never prepared. I don't memorize my speeches. I don't read things. Because that was my father's words to me, that when you go there to the people, not even as politician, when you see people, look at them in their eyes, that's your respect. When you earn them, whatever their expression are. So that's what I do. And nobody ever thought. But at that time, I always salute media, because half of the Zertaj Gul as personality, as a leader, is actually media. Because media really supported me. And if you see my results, all of the youngsters, the youth, and the girls and women, all of my polling station, I clean sweep from that area. So I won the election. After that, what? This is, you won the election, you are the only lady who won actually direct elections. I was not on a reserve seat. This is, you should be a minister. But I didn't know what should be, why should I be a minister? Because I am a Zertaj Gul and I can perform. So when I met Prime Minister Imran Khan, he said to me, I'm proud of you that you defeated a feudal lords And I'll see, because I thought of you something, I've planned something for you. So I did not ask what would be the plan. Someday someone called me in the night and says, ma'am, you are coming to the presidency tomorrow and you are taking an oath. I said, I'm taking an oath. He says, you are becoming a minister. I said, which ministry are they giving me? He says, ma'am, we don't know. So in the morning when then I went, a PTV, national TV was there. He says, which oath are you taking? I said, I don't even know. So I asked them, please read me, what oath am I taking? So there was written climate change minister. So that was my destiny. And then I asked Prime Minister, why would you want me to become a climate change minister? And I'm just telling you the vision of Prime Minister, why he made me an elected lady and representing youngsters, and he wanted me to become a climate change minister. He said to me, because you're a youth face and you are directly elected and you have a PTI face and you have a social media face, you can inspire youngsters. And this climate change is that Pakistan is the most vulnerable country on the risk index. It's always fall from 5 to 8 or 10. We are always on the risk index of the climate change. So if you will present and there will be climate change written with your name, youngsters would be inspired and they will Google what is climate change. And that's what happened. So then we started, you have a visionary leader, Prime Minister Imran Khan, one of the 5 most top leader in the world, because we are underdeveloped country and we have economic constraints, we have do not money, but still our Prime Minister is so sensible and so responsible and so sensitized about the climate change that he is among the top 5 leader who is the most responsible and responsive towards climate change. So then we started Clean Green Pakistan as our behavior change. I'm so impressed by this child, good-looking child, Hania Imran. See, she told you her story. How do you impress and how do you understand and do you have perception of your society and your surroundings? And that's what her reaction was, which was very positive. So see, I declare Hania Rahman of the City School as a Greta Thunberg of Pakistan. Not only she's our ambassador, you're all our ambassadors, because climate change is upon us. It is on Pakistan. Pakistan is at the risk. We have no other place beside this. We love Pakistan, we are patriotic Pakistani, but who would save it? Us, we will save it. So you, the youngsters, boys and girls, we need a behavior change. We need our surroundings to be changed. Our Pakistan is a gift of Allah Ta'ala. It is a gift of Allah Ta'ala. It's just, we have to own this country. To own this country, we have to own our schools. We have to own our streets. We have to own our districts. We have to own our cities. And we have to react that not only government can perform until and unless our people react with them and they are part of the behavior change. That's called, we started the Clean Green Pakistan movement for you. Then is there another vision from Prime Minister Imran Khan, that is 10 billion tree tsunami. And I always tell to the people, you do not need to be a scientist to understand this philosophy of planting trees. It's just because part of our Iman. And that is, if you plant one tree, you will earn a very beautiful house in paradise or a heaven. So just plant for your future and plant for Pakistan. And automatically, Pakistan will be disaster-free and calamity-free. Then is the third message that we start, that is plastic bags ban. We do not litter. It's again part of our Iman. Safai means Iman hai. When it's half of our cult, we have to act as a good Muslim, as a good Pakistani. So we do not use a plastic shopping bag. So I congratulate the City School. It's good to see so many youngsters. You are one of the prestigious institute, and I'm directly talking to the students. Where I belong to Dera Ghazi Khan, even girls do not have school in a 40 kilometer, and 40,000 people live there. They are not privileged to have even a government school. Me and you all, your parents give money for you, and your teachers are responsible for your behavior and educate you and make you as a good Pakistani. So you have to understand that you are the most privileged one. And as a privileged Pakistani, we owe it to this country. And what is we owe it to this country? We have to be more sensitized and we have to be more responsible citizens. So thank you for this Environment Week. Thank you for this Environment Week. Thank you for celebrating it. Thank you for making students more sensitized toward the understanding of the environment, for planting tree, for not littering, do not waste clean drinking water. I think it will bring a lots of change in our future, because this future and this country belongs to you actually. So, and someday I like that after some years, when Hania and girls like you and boys like you, after 20 years, somewhere become a cabinet ministers and making speeches here. I would like that. And in the end, I would want, it's because I can see a lots of students here, and I said I have a very loud voice. Let's see who has a loud voice. I'll chant, Pakistan, 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 clean green, Pakistan, clean green, Pakistan, clean green, Pakistan. Thank you, media.